in St Moritz. Local time here coming up to 10:30. She's never won a World Cup downhill, Federica Brignone. She's had plenty of victories in GS and Super G, which are her favourite disciplines. And of course in the combined, she could win a downhill this season. She's got plenty of experience. There's a roar from the crowd at the foot of the course as the downhill season gets underway finally. Federica Brignone is on her way. 33-year-old Italian. Double winner last weekend at Mont Tremblant in Canada. Flies the Berthaud jump. 36 meters of flight there for the Italian who grew up training with the Courmayeur Ski Club in the Aosta Valley of Italy. Lives just down the road from there in La Salle. 38.94 at the split. Will compare her time as the rest of the athletes make their descents this morning. Shiffrin starts with 3. Kaiservikov with number 6, Guparami 7, Puknu 9, Goggia at 10. Esther Ledecka taking a break from her snowboarding duties. Starts today with 12, Mowinckel 13. Federica Brignone has barely put a foot wrong so far. Last weekend she became the oldest ever winner of a World Cup giant slalom in Mont Tremblant, backed it up with a win the following day at the Rominger Sprung. 29 meters for Federica Brignone. This has been smooth, it's been near perfect, and it sets the pace. 1:29.01. That's the fastest time of the week so far. If you take into account the 2 training runs Wednesday and Thursday, that's beaten the fastest training time by a couple of tenths. That's not unusual, but it's promising for Federica Brignone. Will that be enough to see Brignone into a top position today? Quite possibly. We know she's on form. Italian flags here. 2 wins this season, both in slalom. 3 podiums in giant slalom. 3 downhill World Cup wins in her career, and she was really impressive in training. On day 1, she took it relatively easy and posted the 10th fastest time. On day 2, Thursday, she was 2nd quickest, behind only Nina Ortlieb, who's absent today. Shiffrin off and away in St Moritz. This is a really aggressive line at the top from Shiffrin, clipping the all-red control gate. She means business this morning, and what a jump that was. 39 meters off the Berthaud canter for the greatest ski racer of all time. Shiffrin, perfect flight. Wrapped her ski poles around her body, just a slight twitch of the upper body. First marginal error we've seen from Shiffrin, but it hasn't made any difference to the lead. She owns over Federica Brignone here, 0.29, 109. So slightly slower straight line speed than we saw from Vernier and Brignone. How's that affected the time as Shiffrin goes slightly wide? Had to make some adjustments. Fastest in sector number 4, and will still be green, I imagine, at the next split, although she might have lost a tenth or 2. Let's find out. Top speed at the second speed trap, 113.8. Shiffrin is on fire. She has lost those 2 tenths. No real surprise, but still skiing for top spot here in St Moritz. A magnificent downhill performance from Mikaela Shiffrin. She will lead in St Moritz by 17 hundredths of a second. Shiffrin chose the way. Well, it wasn't perfect, but it was pretty close. You can do here. The 31-year-old Italian from Bergamo is off and away, and everybody will be watching closely now. The best downhiller in the world right now, Sofia Goggia, clocks exactly the same time as Mikaela Shiffrin at the first intermediate, just after the super steep start here in St Moritz. Will she be quicker at the next? She'll be close. She's 8 hundredths faster. Long flight, beautiful landing, 36 meters for Sofia Goggia, who made all the headlines 12 months ago when she broke her hand during her run on day 1. Flew to hospital for surgery. 24 hours later came back to race and won on the second day with her hand still bleeding from the wound, taped to her ski pole. Live speed for Sofia Goggia shows her in good shape, 107.9. Goggia's leaving it all out on the hill this morning. Next intermediate, Goggia is 19 hundredths away, but this is not beyond Sofia Goggia to pull this back and get ahead of Mikaela Shiffrin. She was slightly late on that turn, or was that the line that gives her the lead at the next split? 1:15.06.22. Goggia at the Roland-Garros, 31 meters. This will be tight. It will be a top three, I think, provisionally for Sofia Goggia. Can she beat Mikaela Shiffrin? Second! Shiffrin celebrates. Goggia 15 hundredths behind. Fireworks as usual from Sofia Goggia. Mikaela Shiffrin can't believe it. At the moment, she's still out in front. Great effort from Sofia Goggia, not quite enough. The top three, Shiffrin and the two Italians, Goggia and Brignone, separated by just 17 hundredths of a second. Goggia's margin of victory on Friday was nearly a full second, much tighter in the perfect downhill conditions on. Our top three, all familiar faces, all World Cup winners this season. Goggia yesterday, Brignone twice last weekend, Shiffrin twice in Levy, or once in Levy, I beg your pardon, and looks like adding to that here today. A reminder of the top three. The brilliant Federica Brignone, double winner in giant slalom last weekend, showing her downhill credentials today. Third position, just ahead of her teammate, Sofia Goggia. Just 200th quicker than her fellow Italian. But it's the American, Mikaela Shiffrin, out in front. Looks like she will win her 91st World Cup race across all disciplines, and her 4th in the downhill discipline.